What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday if you're doing this live with me. Today we have another how-to session, but don't worry, the how-to sessions always have a workout involved as well. So hello if you're coming in live. Hi, A. Logan. Hi, Drone. Good to see you guys. We are going to focus today on how to activate the glutes. And in addition to that, we're going to do a little bit of a mini glute workout once we get our glutes nice and ready. So the reason that this is important, over the years that I have been a trainer, I have seen time and time again a lot of my clients that just simply can't get into the muscle in the right way. And a lot of it is due to mobility and just not warming up the muscle appropriately. And if we're gonna do the work, we might as well get the most benefit out of the work we're doing, right? So let's figure out today together how we're gonna prime our glutes so we can get the most out of our lower body workouts. And then we're gonna do some lower body glute specific exercises towards the end. So we got 20 minutes together, and we're gonna start first. Take your legs kind of a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So I'm gonna go through a little bit of heat building, then we're gonna go through a little bit of mobility and stretch, and then we're gonna get into the exercises. So it's really important that you have a lot of mobility through your adductors, as well as opening up through the hips and priming the core. Go figure. If your core is tight, you're also gonna be able to activate your glutes even more. So let's take those legs wide, slight bend in your knee, hands on your hips, and I want you to think through this entire movement that you want to keep your hips facing forward. Meaning, I'm going to show you my side view, meaning as I go side to side, I'm not going back at an angle. So we don't want any circular movements here. We want a really nice lateral movement side to side. And I want you to feel the stretch through the adductor as you shift side to side, opening up through the hips. So you're just gonna give me a gentle push, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have differences on either side, and the range of motion is probably gonna be a little bit shorter. So try not to go too far too fast. It's all about really mindful connection to the hips, and you're just feeling a slight stretch, and you're gonna feel a stretch a little bit more on one side versus the other, and that's because naturally we all have one side that's a little bit tighter. So pay attention, and this is all about going inward and really discovering where your tightnesses are. And be sure to drop a comment, whether you're doing this live, letting me know when we get into the glute exercises, or if you're doing this later, if this helped you. Because these type of focus sessions really are going to allow you to get the most out of all of your workouts that you do. And my goal number one is to give you guys the most efficient and effective and safe way towards your fitness. Good. Keep going side to side. And I'm just reading the comments. I love it. Drone says, Tuesday is glute day. Glute day Tuesday. All right, keep going. And this is just, again, stretching out, feeling that adductor, just creating mobility. Good. Now we're going to do hip openers. So just come up and around. And this is building a little bit of heat. I want you to try to squeeze your glutes underneath you as you go side to side. And we're going to go into single leg next. We're going to really work through that hip joint and open up on single sides. A lot of different movements today that you maybe have never done. Some of them you've done with me as we prepare for lower body days and our strength workouts. But this is going to be one that you can save and come back to. And I'm just going to also let you know right now, early on in the workout, this is something that I would love for you to do before any lower body day that we do together. Take some extra time and really prime your glutes. All right, pause. You're gonna take one side and keep it really stable. Take the other leg out to the side, and I want you to have little to no weight on this side, and the weight is on the supporting leg. I want you to come up to a toe, and you're gonna go an internal and external rotation. And what we're doing, and again, think about keeping your hips forward. What we're doing is opening up and feeling that hip joint, right? Our hip moves in that circular motion, and we're trying to create, again, really nice stability, mobility. Very nice. Okay, switch legs. Find that base, keep your abs tight. Internal rotation, external rotation. Very nice. And again, you're gonna find, and I'm just saying it because I feel it myself, the first lead side I was on, that's my limiting side. It's always a little bit tighter. Doesn't mean that it can't get the same workout. You just got to prime it a little bit more. Okay, a couple more rotations. Very nice. All right, let's flesh it out with some squats. Take your legs wide. Body weight squats. Down and up. And right here, start to think about grabbing and gripping with your glutes. So as I come down, I feel the contraction squeeze up. And you don't have to go super deep. These are just heat building movements still. Great job. Just a couple more. You want to hit maybe 8 to 10 right here. Good. Okay, we're going to go back to that first lead side. Stabilize. We're going to do a little bit of a leg kick out. So I want you to internally rotate your leg. Keep your hips stable. Drop your hips to make sure that you're not coming up too high. Don't want to squeeze the back at all. Just hold right there. And again, internally rotate. And let's kick it out. And give me 10 reps, focusing on activating the glutes. We're actually going to do a similar move when we come down to the floor. Good. Just make sure you feel the glutes. Don't squeeze your back. This is what I see a lot. Arching and using the back. Guess what? Keep going. You want to be training your glutes, not your mid to low back. So this is a way for your body in the beginning to start to make that connection. Okay, switch legs. Don't have to go super speedy. Find the stabilization in the supporting leg. Bend the knee, internally rotate. Hips square to the front. Remember, that's a really big staple right there. And then kick out to the side. Good. From somebody that likes to move and loves HIIT, slowing down and focusing on these type of priming movements can feel a little bit challenging, right? So if that also speaks to you, just know, and this is what helps me, this and these movements are going to help you get a better workout. So fight the urge to just want to speed through or skip it. Good. Okay, so after you hit 8 to 10 each side, couple more hip openers, and we're going to do a squat travel. Now you can do this with resistance if you want, because we're just really lightly warming up the body. I'm going to do it with body weight today, but we're going to do lateral band walks. Good. So I'm going to come to the side. Whatever space you have, you're going to go equal distance out and back. I'm going to hit 4 to 5. Keep your abs engaged. Push your booty back. See if I can walk back. There's that side view. So I don't want to let my abs go, and then I'm going to travel out. Now here's the other thing. Keep your hips really square. So as I step out, my hips stay facing the same direction, and I push in. I'm feeling the push and the pull. And I want you to take your time. If you feel anything in your back, you pause. And keep thinking about lifting up off your low back, keeping your abs tight. And go the other direction. Nice job. And you want to get anywhere from 10 to 12 each direction. And we're just looking for 1 to 2 sets. Again, this is going to be, and the reason I give you that range is because as you get a little bit more familiar with it, you might go a little bit quicker. Good. And then really be thinking about wide step out, pushing, and not twisting in the body. So everything is really square forward. And trust me, it takes some thought to stay in that positioning and fight the urge to use any other muscles besides the booty. But that's what we're trying to target and work and really wake up. Good job. Okay, when you're at the end, squeeze up and go ahead and shake it out. Hi, Dixie. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to come down to the ground next, and I'm going to go through a series of lower body moves in a position down low. So come down with me. You can have a mat or towel. This is going to be a very interesting first exercise. So we're going to actually activate our adductors. Actually, excuse me, I'm going to back up. We're going to activate our abs, and then we'll go into that one. You're going to get to wait for that intro. You're like, what is that one you're going to do? Okay, so let's activate our core a little bit more. So bring your feet up, and I want them both to come up at the same time. And I want you to feel the deep transverse abdominals. Push on them, and you're activating them. The power of touch, really, really significant there. Okay, with your upper body, I want you to exhale and lift. And now I want you to lift up, and then let those legs come forward just a little bit so you feel the tension on your core, yes? We've done these, they're leg drops. We've done these in ab workouts before because it's such a fantastic core exercise. So from here, start by just dropping one leg at a time. You want to tuck your chin, and you might be wondering, why are we priming our abs, Bree, if we're working our glutes? Because if your abs are not really on and firing and supporting, you are going to not have as much recruitment for your glutes, and you're likely going to put some in your low back. So it's really important that the abs are firing. All right, just give me a couple more. We're gonna do 2 sets. Second set, I'm gonna have you extend your leg a little further. Go ahead and take a little breather. I'm gonna have you extend your leg a little further if you can, otherwise you can keep it a bent leg position. So right here, just go ahead and relax. Good, if you wanna keep pushing, feeling those transverse abdominals, telling them that we need you, wake it on up. Okay, feet come up, upper body comes up. Find that positioning where you are raising up, tucking your chin, core tight. You can have your hands up if you'd like. And here we go, leg drops. So I'm extending my leg a little further. Great job. And that's only if you can do that while completely, keep going, completely maintaining a really nice core base. So just extend those legs out. Rep-wise, I want anywhere from 8 to 10 total. You don't have to do 20 reps. And just slowly take your time as you drop down. Great job. Finish your last couple. And then we're actually going to be staying in that same supine position. So go ahead and just take a little bit of a breather. You can bring your knees in if you'd like. Okay, this is the one that is going to definitely blow your mind, and it's going to be one of the most important ones that we do. So bring your feet up. Upper body can be completely relaxed. And what we're going to do, and I want you to think about, you know a pec deck where you bring those arms in and squeeze your chest? We're going to do that, but we're going to squeeze our adductors, adductors. So keep those abs tight just like we did. You're going to stabilize with one leg, and I want you to come out to the side, drawing that 90-degree angle. And now I want you to think about lifting the weight up with your adductor. Pull it on in and up. So we drop it out to the side, keeping a nice 90 degrees, hips are square, and bring it on in. Now the rep range for this is 5 to 10, and the reason that I have such a wide range is because when you're first starting, your adductors may not be as strong to even get past 5 reps. And you're like, what? This is body weight. I'm telling you, this move is challenging. So keep thinking about other hip is really stable on the ground. I'm not rolling my body towards the leg coming out. And then I pull up. And I want you to feel your adductor. So let all the weight, let all gravity right on the inside of that leg, and then pull your leg up. Good. Wherever you are at, I want you to finish your last one, and we're going to switch sides, keeping that same really great form. Good. Go ahead and switch. Other leg comes out to the side. Hips stay square, so I'm not rolling towards that leg. It's really a challenge, but you got to pull on your core, and you have to really think about both sides of your hips staying down. Good. And then the one thing that always starts to really go is your knee is going to want to go away from your body. Try to keep it in at that 90 degrees as you come out and bring it back in. You guys look really good. I'm looking up, but you keep looking up towards the ceiling. Good. And whatever number rep-wise you did on the first lead side, keep going. Repeat it on the second. Finish your last couple. All right, from there, I want you to go ahead and roll onto your side. We got one more priming exercise that we're going to do together, and then we're going to finish the last 5 minutes working on some glute exercise specifically. So I want you to come into a side lying position. And now here's a little bit of a twist. I'm sure you've done leg lifts before. Here's the twist. I want you to lift both legs up. Okay, we're activating that adductor. Do you feel it? So lifting up, now turn that top leg in, reach long, and I want 8 to 10 upper leg lifts, but just like we did standing, not squeezing your back, focusing on squeezing through the glutes. Now at the same time, you got to keep that lower leg up off the ground by using your abs and your adductor. 8 to 10 reps. We're almost there. It should feel challenging when we slow these down and really think about what we're doing. They become just so much more intense. All right, finish your last one, gently lower, and we're just going to switch sides. Now when you come back, because I want you to save this, and I will also list all the exercises for you so you can even just come back as a refresher. You can always pause me if you need more time. Good, so let's go to that second side. Lift your leg up. I always roll in just a little bit. Top leg turns in. Same thing, I gotta squeeze my lower leg up. Keep going, I'm just gonna explain. Keep my lower leg up, squeezing the adductor, squeezing my core, leg turned in, squeeze the glutes to lift up. I know you guys feel these. Good, keep going. Don't squeeze your back. Keep the core tight. Keep reaching long towards that top leg. I'll grab those questions in just a second. They look like really good ones. Okay, finish your last couple right here. And time. Go ahead and come up, team. All right. So what we're going to do next is hit some lower body specifically for the glute moves. And guess what? There are more priming moves that we can do. I'm starting with these. So just know we are going to be adding on. I want you to grab some weight. I'm going to grab 2. Okay. We are going to hit next wide goblet squats. So go ahead and bring the weights up. And I want you to really control through the core and think about all the muscles we just primed. And we're going to do a couple sets here. So I want you to sit down nice and deep. Keep your abs tight. Now that we have our adductors nice and open and primed, push the booty back. Hold at the bottom, and I want really slow reps. Now squeeze on up. So notice that squats can actually become, yes, they're still hitting quads and hamstrings, but push those knees out, come up. You're going to be getting a little bit more out of your glutes too. The thing that, keep going, I want 10 reps. The thing that I don't want you to do is, I don't want you to be arching your back. So to get the true range of motion, you need to be thinking about keeping your core tight, sliding back and opening up, letting your adductors give you that range of motion. Good, keep going. I'm just going to grab those questions. Chrissy. Oh, activate, activate. Your booty needs it. I love it. I'm so excited for this edition for you guys. These how-to series are really informative. They're a little different than our regular workouts, but they're going to change the game, and that's my goal for you. Dixie, is it normal for my hip to pop on the out motion? So if there's no pain, it's usually just within the joint. What you want to do is try to stay within the range of motion where it doesn't pop, because what you're thinking is that you're probably going outside of your range of motion if you feel anything like that. So just stay in a shorter range of motion and work on flexibility and mobility, and over time you'll get there. Good, finish your last one. Shake it out, you can set those weights down. I know what you mean as you're coming out. Typically, it's because you're not keeping your abs as tight as possible, so just really focus on re-engaging the core and then just shorten the range of motion. That's a great question. I'm sure a lot of other folks will have the same one. Okay, let's hit a deadlift. Feeling our newfound range of motion in the glutes. Let's go a little wider than hip distance apart and slide down. Good. And it's a hinge at your hips. Squeeze on through. Good, I'm gonna come closer to my mirror. And actually, if you wanna take your feet a little wider, it's gonna help you push the knees out, squeeze on up. How many of you guys feel your hamstrings now a little tighter? Hamstrings are also muscle groups that are extremely tight, and they also deserve a little bit of attention too. So when you're in this position, guess what? If you're squeezing your abs and squeezing your glutes, you are actively lengthening your hamstrings as well. So just go slow, stay within your range of motion. Again, I'm just wanting 10 reps here. It's just a little mini glute exercise session here at the end, but it's also to inspire you to go do a lower body workout. So right after this, you can go hit our lower body pump day that we've done, and your glutes are gonna be ready, or any lower body workout for that matter, if you're coming back and doing this on replay. Drone says, my glutes activate. Yeah, oh, wait, your glutes activate, it's loosening them that you're weak at. Yes, that is so true. Finish your last one, everybody. Loosening them and creating mobility is a limiting factor because we just don't take the time to do it, right? That's why I wanted to make sure we had today. All right, how about we hit one more set of each? We may go a little bit over that minute, but that's okay. Okay, wide, deep pocket. Wide squats, squeeze on up. Love it. Core tight, booty pushes back, knees out, take your time. We're gonna hit 10 reps. Inhale and then exhale. Great job. Also, slowing down like this and continuing that same mind muscle connection, huge. Sink low, squeeze through. Love it. I also have to just call out, I love how engaged you guys are and how open-minded you are to taking the time to focus on this. That is key because it's gonna make the biggest difference. All right, go ahead and come up. Let's go right into those deadlifts, second set, core tight, booty back. Squeeze through. Finish out your last few reps. And exhale. How many of you guys are gonna go hit a lower body session next? I hope all of you guys. It's really simple if you go into all of the live workouts, the past videos, as well as some of the playlists you can filter. I got a lot of lower body specific days. I do suggest our leg day pump. Squeeze through, just give me a couple more. Oh, you're gonna feel so much more activation. I can't wait. Give me one more. Exhale as you come up. And go ahead and set those weights down. Fantastic work today, you guys. If you enjoyed this session, make sure you let me know because I will continue to do more how-tos. If you're interested in another how-to that I've done previously, I did a whole how to make anything low impact. Your ideas are always important to me, so drop those in the comments. And then last request, after you go do a lower body workout, come back and let us know how much more you feel it in your glutes. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say right now, I can't wait for all of the booty gains you're gonna get from adding this into your routines. So thank you guys so much for joining me live today. I will see you on Thursday, as always, each week, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And don't be shy, drop comments so I can come chat with you in the meantime. All right, guys, make it a good day. I'll see you then.